Today, I'm going to show you how you can use Densify to intelligently manage your autoscale groups so that you can make sure that your autoscale groups have the precise number of resources so that your applications are always performing optimally. Now, when it comes to configuring autoscale groups, cloud engineers have a massive challenge ahead of them. They have to figure out what exactly is the correct instance type that is suited for that application running on the autoscale groups. And then they have to worry about what is the minimum and maximum size of nodes that I need in order for that application to perform effectively. The good news is that Densify, with its intelligent analytics and cloud learning optimization engine, can make this task much more easier and effective for you. Let me show you how. Here's an example. We have this auto scale group that's running in the US West 2 region for the last 60 days. And we have actually configured this auto scale group to think that it is a compute optimized workload, and we placed it on a C4 extra large Linux box. Now, our analytics have looked at the CloudWatch resource metrics, studied the CPU, memory, disk, and network I/O, and it will intelligently tell you what is the precise autoscale group configuration that you need. Let's take a look at this and see how this is happening. At the bottom of the screen, you're looking at the CPU utilization. And in this case, over the last 60 days, using our machine learning and predictive analytics, we're looking at the CPU utilization for this particular ASG. And as you can see, this thing is averaging just around 9% CPU utilization. It peaks slightly throughout the day towards the end, around 40%, but it comes down. The next thing that we say is, hey, what if we could also analyze the busiest instance that is part of that auto scale group and see what exactly that is also doing on the busiest day. And in this case here, the busiest member averages just around 17% on the busiest day. So not really a compute optimized workload because you would expect the CPU utilization to be much more larger. Now, we also investigate the memory utilization. And in this case, you can see the memory stays relatively stable throughout the day at around 50%. And throughout the day, the network I/O and the disk I/O fluctuates slightly. So what Densify does is that we take all these resource utilization data, the CPU, memory, disk, and network I/O, and then we evaluate this against the entire EC2 fleet options, the T2s, the I3s, the T3s, the M5s, the R5s, the C5s, etc. And we ask, hey, what is the best ASG configuration that we could suggest here that will give us the best performance at the lowest possible cost? And in this case, the answer is the R5 large. So we're recommending that, hey, you should be moving this autoscale group from the current configuration, that is a C4 extra large, to an R5 large. And we've done this by studying the actual workload and matching it to what it would look like on the R5 large. And if you were to take our recommendation, then here is your current ASG configurations that you would need. You need to change the minimum size from 3 to 1, and then from 3 to 4. And in doing so, you could also see that the performance will improve and the cost will dramatically come down as well. So rather than spending $145 per month on it, you'd be spending around $92 per month on average. Now, using Densify's analytics, we can help you tune, optimize, manage your autoscale groups more effectively and more intelligently, making sure that your autoscale groups applications precisely have the right number of resources in order for it to perform optimally.